Hi, guys, girls. All right, so today is day 9, and today I want to share with you a huge, huge way to market your business on Instagram and on Facebook. They now have put these little things at the top called stories, right? Everybody's seen them, you've seen me do them. That is what I'm going to teach you about and ask you to start dipping your big toe in. If not, put your whole foot in. Any more than that, jump in, right? Okay, so with stories, it is basically super addictive, okay? And I mean that nicely. But stories are a way to let your life be a reality show for your viewers, and by this you suck them in to your life. You bring them into your life because they want to know what's going on. Now, with that said, you get to be the editor in chief of your reality show and what you show people. So a few tidbits is tell a story. Okay, so basically I share the parts of my day that my viewers want to see. So my viewers want to see my workout, or I want them to see my workout. I want them to see my morning routine. So I always start my day with some part of my morning routine, whether it be I show them, usually always it's my pre-workout, and that is so that later on they'll ask me what my Go Juice is and why I drink it, because that creates sales, right? That creates their habit, which will then create their results. So it's helping me help them if I show them my pre-workout. But I also share my faith. So I sometimes share my devotional, or I'll have my Bible kind of sitting beside my, my Go Juice as I'm making it. That way they see what is important in my life and what I do in the morning. So part of my faith is shown in that first shot. I'll share my pre-workout. Sometimes I'll talk and say, hey, I had a rough night or whatever, but I don't look like, my hair's all, like terrible, and I look like warmed over pot roast. I mean, I don't know. You don't want to be totally gross to where somebody's like, oh, wipe, right? You kind of want to look somewhat like, splash water on your face or something. I don't know. Put your hair up to where it doesn't look like total mess, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to totally look crappy. You kind of want to look somewhat decent. But that's the beginning part of my day. So that's my reality show. Then I show it. I might just put music on at that point, which we'll get to later. But I always show pre-workout, morning routine, and then my workout. I might have my kid in the shot or not. It depends on, if she's being cranky or not. But that's part of the story that I tell, is that I do this at home with my children. And so lots of new moms need to see you doing your squats while holding a cranky baby. If you're doing bar, you can lift that leg while holding one kid on a shoulder because he's congested or he's cranky or whatever. Put them in the shot because it's showing other people your reality and how strong of a woman you are and how much you can overcome things and think outside of the box. And so it's very, very good to put those things in your stories. You want to kind of keep, I've heard rule of thumb 5 to 7. I think 5 to 7 is a really good number for beginners. I put more in mine just because it's easier for me to tell more of my day and edit things and put more salesy stuff in, whatever. But put things about my upcoming groups, and hopefully at some point I'll get a swipe up and things like that engage my followers and tell them more about what's coming. So the other thing is you want to engage your followers. So at some point in your day, between your 5 and 7 stories, you want to use a poll. So you go into your stories, like you're going to add a picture. You go to the little emoji sign on the very top of your frame and click on it. When you click on it, you'll bring up, depending on if you're on Instagram or Facebook. Instagram has a lot more that you can use, but there's a search bar. You can use polls. You can, like, say you want to put a cool arrow that's pointing, next slide. You can type in the search bar arrows, and it'll pull up all different kinds of arrows that you could use. Moving arrows, stationary arrows, different colored arrows, curvy arrows, whatever. You can put in, that's how I do firecrackers. So I put fireworks in the search bar, and I pull up all different kinds of exploding fireworks when I want to announce something really cool. So other than that, that's how you use the search bar at the top. Music is also in that little icon that I was just telling you about. So you push the little emoji icon. Usually right at the top of that first screen is music. Click it. Then you can search whatever music. Whatever's on the front page is usually what's hot and out there. But I don't always use that. I use my own stuff. I also watch other top coaches and see what kind of music they use. If I like it, then I use it. I use a lot of Christian music that has upbeat tempo. So lots of Toby Mac, Mandisa, Holland, things like that. So if you're listening on the radio during the day when you're driving and you hear a song that you like, or you're out in the mall, or you're at a party, or you hear a song that you like, I always text myself, or maybe put a note in my note section under music and put the title of the song and the artist. That way in the morning when I'm trying to upload all my stories and I need to pick a funky song that's catchy and has a good beat, then I go to wherever I saved all these songs and pick one. Okay, so when you pick the music, it'll come up. There's like a bar at the bottom, and however big your rectangle is how big of a frame you have. So maybe you only have 5-second frame. Well, then your square is going to be little, and you can move that 5-second frame around in the song to pick exactly what beat or words or whatever part of the song you're in. If you have a 15-second frame, which is your longest frame, then you're going to have a bigger square to play with. Does that make sense? Now, what I do is that maybe I have 3 moves, and I have, three frames, each a move, right? And maybe I have my pre-workout frame, okay? So I'm actually going to pick a song and start at the beginning or somewhere in the beginning of the song and string each one of those frames together so that when somebody's clicking through and watching my stories, the entire song will play without missing a beat. That takes some practice, so go in and practice. That's the only way you get good at it, is try it. You have to remember where in the song you're at. So on Instagram, you can see it by numbers. On Facebook, they don't give you any numbers. So you literally have to hear the song and see what last word it was before it cut off, and then get your next frame to match up at the beginning of that last word. So anywho, I know that's kind of technical, but music makes your stories come to life. Also, what makes your stories come to life is your little captions. So if I'm having a 4-frame story, then I'm going to start the story with something, explaining what I'm doing. If I'm doing a recipe, maybe I'll put the ingredients of the recipe at each bottom of each frame. Maybe I'm playing hide and go seek with the kids, so I'm putting on there, we're playing hide and go seek, shh, be quiet. That's funny. Of course, they're gonna be quiet because they're on the other end of the phone, whatever. It's kind of funny. But I'm gonna show a shot with us hiding, right? And then I'm gonna turn my phone around and have my finger ready on the button so that when the next kid comes and finds me, I can show a video of them finding me, right? That was a really fun story that I did. And you can do that too. So you're bringing the viewer on a story of your reality show that you're showing, okay? So that entertains your viewer, and the more entertaining you can be, the better. Now, I'm not going to show dancing skills for me because maybe I don't have the best dancing skills, and people, instead of wanting to engage with me, they might be more embarrassed at me and swipe away. Anyways, now I don't want you to be embarrassed that or whatever and not do it at all. You need to try things. You need to get out there and try these stories. Do a dance off. That's fun. You put your phone on selfie mode, click video, and start dancing to some music with your kids. That's entertaining. That's fun. The point of these stories is that you share your reality. So in a lot of them, you need to be in the shot. You need to have your phone turned around on selfie mode, propped up, or on a tripod, and get some footage of you. Now, before I put it on Instagram, I always go through and edit it. I'll cut out the beginning and I'll cut out the end where I'm going in and, you know, pushing play or going in and pushing stop. I'll take that part out. If there was any parts that maybe weren't that appealing, I'm gonna cut them out. What I do is I always record everything and take everything picture-wise on my phone, and then I upload it to Instagram or Facebook. That way, A, it's saved in my phone, but B, I don't know why I do that. I guess it's just easier for me to do that. But so I edit all of my videos. What I do is I put my camera on selfie mode, push play, you know, on the video, and I will go and do one move, okay? 15 seconds, go and push stop. Then I will go push play again, go do another move in front of the camera, go and push stop. Push play again, do another move, go and push stop. Now I have 3 separate small videos. I will then immediately go in and edit out the beginning and the end to where I just have a 5, 7, 10 minute, video. And then that little short clip is what I then upload to stories, okay? Sometimes in my stories, I say, you know, this is the move, do it 3 times through 5 rounds, whatever. 15 sets or 15 reps, 3 sets. So I explain the move. Sometimes I am explaining what I'm feeling, like baby was up all night, I need this for mama sanity. The 3rd frame could be, you know, do you need to sweat out your stuff as well? Put a poll. See, you're kind of accomplishing multiple things at a time. So with stories, make sure you get things that are engaging. So on Instagram, they have like a little swipe over. And you can put any emoji on that. So that's funny when you want somebody to agree with you. You can put, you can give quizzes, questions. You can ask them, you know, ask me anything. Or I don't really. That's really never been good for me to do, but you know, I guess maybe when we're like super huge influencers, we'll have more people ask us questions, but it's good if you want to, you know, say drop your email if you're interested in this and I'll shoot you over the free workout, stuff like that. So there's lots of ways you can use stories, but stories are just as important these days as your posts. So they're only up for 24 hours, then they disappear. So if you mess up, you can either go and delete it, or you can just wait for the 24 hours to be over and it's done. All right, so music, tell a story, the reality of your life. 5 to 7 a day for beginners, I think is very fair. And use polls, use questions, use anything that would help the person engage on your stuff. All right, so your homework tonight is to show me 3 workout clips, whether they be still frame of you like doing a plank, and then the next frame you doing a push-up, and then the next frame you doing a push-up with your leg up. Something that tells a little bit of your workout. So you can do freeze frame picture. You can do like a video. You can do 10 seconds, 5 seconds, I don't care. Bonus points, do a video, put it to music. So when you get to this homework tonight, and you, or maybe tomorrow morning, I guess, really, and you upload your video, I want you to text me, email me, text me, and say, go watch my stories. This is for you, okay, or something like that, so that I know this is your homework, okay? I really want you to do this. There's no other way to do it than to rip off the Band-Aid and do it, okay? So that's your homework. I know this was a little bit long, but this is a very, very important part of our social media presence is our stories, because everybody watches stories these days, even more stories than posts, because they just get addicted. It's like a reality show of everybody's life. So make sure you stand out, make sure you draw people in, make sure you're a magnet that people want to have more of. So educate, inspire, motivate, entertain. Okay? All right. Have a good day.